FEPCAST. We're back, baby.
Woo.
By the way,
Yeah.
compliments came showering down on me by a friend, viewer, and owner of the greatest bar in Los Angeles, the bar called The Greatest right here in Hawthorne, California. Jason had said that he loves the intro. He was like, it was great. It was exactly like every 80s sitcom. Loved it.
I love
That's
his
right.
$3 beers at his bar.
Me too.
Yeah,
He's raising
and-
prices though. Like, and it's like he put posters everywhere. It's like I'm forced to raise prices. It's going to be like 25 cents. It's like, don't even tell anybody. No one's going to know. No one's going to care.
He's preparing people for the outrage. I mean, when you raise the prices 25 cents at the dive bar, I mean, that's just they can't start drinking at 6 a.m. They have to stop coming at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Just to compensate for that extra quarter. So
it's a 6:15 a.m. start now. The bar closes down immediately because of that 15 minutes. It's like,
They essentially, we just closed the bar at night to clean it. So, and you guys don't have to leave. Just wait in the parking lot. We'll just clean it out real quick. And then you can come right back in at 6:15 in the morning and continue
You
your.
can serve floaters for like 25%, 75% off.
Oh, you know what? I speaking of floaters and cleaning the bar. So driving back from a friend's wedding in Mount Shasta, which is where aliens come out of that mountain. I've heard on a show called Ancient Aliens, where all of the ancient alien theorists say yes. But we're driving back from Mount Shasta, and there's a bar called the Bass Hole, which we driving by it on the way to the airport where we're flying out to Sacramento or whatever. And I'm like, well, we have to stop, obviously, and see what this Bass Hole bar is about. We go in, and it's awesome. It's an old school dive bar, wooden everything, cheap as shit, just run down awesomeness. But there's a guy there.
Cigarettes inside, probably.
Absolutely. And it's the middle of nowhere. So
that's right.
The funny thing is, though, there's a guy walking around, and he's just like cleaning up. But also, I noticed, I'm like, he's picking up drinks, and he's also drinking. He's got like a milk crate. He's putting bottles in and then doing a shot. And I'm just like,
he's pledging a fraternity.
What's that guy's deal? And he's like, oh yeah, that's Jimmy. He's like an autistic alcoholic, and he just works here for free drinks. And he just cleans up the bar, and they give him alcohol.
We can only get a few hours out of Jimmy, and his work,
really falls off a cliff.
Diminishes slowly at some point he becomes the owner of the bar.
Yeah, his hours are 10 to 11:45 when he falls out the door, hits his head on the latrine, and then we put him in the back of a truck.
It's Jimmy. I was like, Jimmy the
Jimmy the
alcoholic. It's like its own show. Yeah. Hey, that autism flared up? Take a shot.
Are you in AA? No, I'm in AAA. The Automotive Club? No, the Autistic Alcoholics Anonymous.
And guess what? I'm not anonymous. I'm Jimmy.
It's a small group, but we just count the stairs over and over again.
Yeah. Jimmy.
You wear name tags.
Autistic alcoholic. It's Jimmy. I like it, man. I gotta go to that bar. That sounds like fun.
The Bass Hole. The Bass Hole on the way. I can't give you the exact town. On the way to Mount Shasta.
I would love a GoFundMe for Jimmy for his alcohol that people can just add money every time Jimmy needs a drink. That'd be awesome.
I would have bought him. I love it. And if you're making fun of it, Rico always is eating on the show. He's just eating the most disgusting thing. He's like, I'm just going to eat chicken wings on the live stream.
I'm muting as I eat.
It's a different kind of autism.
It's not the sound that I think it's the visuals. It's almost sexual. And he's wearing a hat that says River, I presume because of your love for River Phoenix, R.I.P.
No, it's because he goes, what's more white trash than eating wings and wearing a hat that says River?
Just says River. Do you want a hat for the river or the lake?
Right. Yeah.
I'm a river man.
And he's also like filled in the sound behind him with the crickets, so it sounds like he's out in the country just eating them woods, wearing his
beautiful fall evening.
Just a good old boy. I was eating some wings, wearing a river hat. I'm an autistic alcoholic. All right.
That girl's a liar. I never touch her butt.
I'm on home arrest, and I got an ankle monitor, so I eat hot wings on the back porch. All right, let's get into it. Enough banter. High-level banter.
It's Friday.
Right.
Everybody's in a good mood.
It is Friday. I do like doing the show on Friday. It's just too hard to do a show Friday because people are out doing things, except us. But all right, so today we're going to talk about 30 Rock, which has its own number of versions on that show. 30 Rock, of course, the Tina Fey created comedy basically about SNL, and incredible cast. Alec Baldwin back before he shot people, and Tracy Morgan back before he was crippled by Walmart trucks, and Tina Fey in the pilot season back before she realized that she was actually somewhat attractive, because she looks awful in the first season of this, and then becomes more attractive as it goes on. So let's start with 30 Rock, and then we'll get into a show Are You My First? Yeah, which I was hoping for something different on this show. Are You My First is about getting laid for the first time. It's a show about virgins. I was hoping it was a show about blackout drunks that forgot that they had sex when they were younger, and then were like, who did I fuck first? And then it's like a mystery show. Like who done it?
Maury Povich has already done that.
Unlikely.
Cornered the market on who fucked me and made me pregnant. So
but I mean, I want like you have a Columbo. He turns around. He's like, oh, so you, hey, that's who you think fucked you? And then he does like the turnaround. He's like, are you sure it wasn't the Puerto Rican? And then it's like, oh,
hey,
just one more question. Which way did his penis veer, left or right?
Did the condom fall off in you? Yeah, I mean, that's a show I could get behind.
We found the condom wrapper. What kind of condoms did you use? I guess we're doing good. We're doing Columbo.
I don't know why you have that in your repertoire.
I watched every TV show ever made. That's my problem.
That's true.
No, we know.
Gift and my curse. That's why I'm on the show.
That's another one. You know what? That's one. Put it on the list.
Columbo.
Drama,
right.
When there's a new mystery show, and there's always a million crime dramas, we should definitely do Columbo and whatever garbage new show is going to come out.
As long as it's the 30-minute show. That's a lot of time. It's 2 hour long.
A 30-minute mystery show would be hard. Were they only 30 minutes?
No,
there's no such thing as 30 minutes.
No, they want it. It's a drama. Yeah, right? Usually they want that 30 or that 50-minute, 40-minute, hour-long bullshit.
Although there was that Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty did that show where they had like the foreign TV. It was like TV from around the galaxy. And it was like 2-minute mysteries. And he comes up. He's like, this guy's dead. And then a guy just walks up and goes, I did it. Another 2-minute mystery. All right. So getting into 30 Rock.
Let's do it.
30 Rock is an NBC show. I like that NBC greenlit it because it's, they've got SNL. Tina Fey was on SNL, but she comes in. And this show, by the way, has the highest jokes per minute, at least at the time I read, the highest jokes per minute of any show that was ever on television.
Meaning that
they're coming hot and fast at you, whether they're visuals or vocal or whatever it might be, jokes. And the cast, like I said, is amazing. You got Tracy Morgan, Alec Baldwin, Tina Fey, the weird, goofy hillbilly guy.
The writer,
Kenneth, who does Kenneth, who does a million voiceovers that It's got the schlubby stand-up comedian. Let me pull up the cast list. Cast list for 30 Rock.
You got, I know they're real.
Jack McBriar is Kenneth.
That's him. Yeah, he's on another show.
Adstead is Pete Hornberger. Hold on. Who's Judah Friedlander is in it. Yeah. Rachel Dratch is in it always as like a weird, goofy character. Chris Parnell. Chris Parnell's not in the first pilot episode, but has Dr. Chemond, Dr. Spaceman. So good. Will Forte has a running character role in this. It's just incredible. Jason Sudeikis has a running role. Rip Torn is like it's a star-studded cast. the show starts off. Tina Fey is the writer for The Girly Show, and The Girly Show is a feminist coded, all girl centric sketch comedy show that is not doing well. So they bring in Alec Baldwin, who is Jack Donaghy, one of the greatest television characters.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, he's up there.
Let's talk about Jack Donaghy. Go ahead, Rico. He's incredible.
Well, it's amazing that Alec Baldwin, who is like at this point in time a deranged liberal in real life, plays the kind of 90s conservative.
Yeah, Reaganite.
so fucking well. He just nails everything. And he doesn't do it in like a smarmy way. It's fucking funny, and you can laugh at it. Even if you're
like you like Jack Donaghy. You like Jack Donaghy.
Even if you're like
more than Baldwin.
But even like if you were that type of Reagan Republican, you would be like, yeah, he did me pretty good. Yep.
Yeah.
His timing as a character is perfect.
Well, and
delivery,
incredible. Well, you hadn't seen like Beetlejuice was a comedy, but Alec Baldwin wasn't in that many comedies. And Beetlejuice, he didn't have to play that much. Like he was kind of a straight man role. This, like I said, his comedic timing and delivery is so good. Like there's a line where Liz Lemon comes in. Let me read my notes here. Jack Donaghy comes in and Liz Lemon gives him some raft of shit. He's like complains and he goes, I like you. You have the boldness of a much younger woman.
Yeah, that was a good one. I thought that was a great joke. And he establishes him as a character where I don't give a shit about you. I'm just going to say exactly what's on my mind.
And then he like nails her personality with like a list of traits. And the last one is, you will take up knitting for a week.
And then Scott Adsit, the producer, is like, he nailed you. That's exactly right. Yeah, he's like, market research, Lemon. Market research. He's like, he's just so coolly confident. He's like, he's such a cool character. And played by Alec Baldwin is hilarious. But Baldwin, to his credit, like played him straight. He played him as like the most likable, personable, like Reaganite conservative. And there's so much, again, we're talking about the pilot episode here. But even in, we always say the signature of a great show is that every character immediately, and all the characters of the show, they don't change. The pilot, it represents these characters throughout because they're so good in the pilot. They don't need to change them. They don't need to fuck around with them. They don't need to evolve or change. They're just perfect. So Jack Donaghy, unbelievable, comes in and he's going to retool the Girly Show to make it successful. Why? And this is another hilarious thing about corporate America, because at GE, which owns NBC at the time, GE had been somebody just fell off something in my house, and I felt the vibration in the corner of my feet across the house.
It was just a homeless guy outside. You're fine.
That's the guy that lives under my house. He's trying to come through the floorboards.
They put him in when they remodeled.
GE says, you know what? You did so great designing this triple heat convection oven that we want you to now take over as the head of microwave technology and television programming.
I like when Pete goes, my wife wants that oven. And he goes, get Pete an oven.
Yeah. Pete's our bald producer. Her bald failed producer. So they come in. Oh, and also it starts off great. Liz Lemon, establishing her character, right? She comes in, she's a funny, somewhat insecure, but oddly enough, confident woman to speak her mind all the time. And I was gonna say, she and I have a lot in common because we're both hilarious, complain constantly, and are from Philly.
That's what I always said about you. As funny as Tina Fey.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's a good compliment.
Brian is the original male Karen. That's exactly what I
that's
have
right.
in my
That's
notes.
right. But like, I love the scene. She's waiting in line to get a hot dog, and this douchebag cuts in line, and she's like, "No, you can't do that. You can't cut in line." He's like, "I just want to get a hot dog. I'm in a rush." She's like,
I'm already here.
I
You're in the wrong
refuse.
line.
Yeah.
I'm just getting a hot dog.
I just got it. And she goes, I will buy all of your hot dogs just so he can't get one hot dog. She buys every hot dog in the cart and then gives them away for the people. And the people are like, okay, whatever. You know?
If anybody's been
The
in New York,
guys are throwing them back.
There's a hot dog cart everywhere in New York.
It's like such a dumb, pointless gesture. Yeah, like it's for the principle of it, but it's such a dumb, pointless gesture. It was great. And then they come in and you're introduced to the girly show before you meet Jack Donaghy. And it opens up with Jenna, who is the blonde, like hot chick on the show, Jane Krakowski, who's great in this role. And she's dancing around and it's like, oh, she's so attractive and so confident. And then she comes up and she's just this blonde in a fat suit. He goes, it's Pam, the overly confident, morbidly obese woman.
And it's even more applicable today.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Boy,
Absolutely.
did they nail that.
That was one of the amazing things, like at the end of the show, and when it's showing the credits and it says 2006. I was like, holy shit, this show is almost 20 years ago it came out, but it's still just, it's not dated at all.
No.
Yeah.
It could be made today and it would still, it
would not be
re-release. Well, it probably wouldn't be. Maybe now, maybe in today's America, but you could re-release, you're right, Rico, you could re-release 30 Rock under a different name and it would, without changing a single episode, and it would be totally fine.
It could be.
So the other thing I noticed about, which I've seen this pilot probably at least 4 or 5 times as well, and I never really thought about it, but the story of the pilot is actually really good too, because when Jack Donaghy takes over, he calls Liz up and he wants to add the male audience, 18 to 49, that coveted demographic. And obviously they're not getting that. So he's like, let's get Tracy Jordan, who is that his name?
Tracy Jordan. Yeah. It was Tracy Morgan, which is funny in its own right that they just are like, we'll change his name slightly.
Yeah, that is the best.
Who is himself on the show in every possible way.
And so, but the point of the episode is he kind of sets it up where he knows that that she's going to hate this idea, but he just gets her to meet him, and he knows that it's just going to work out. And he kind of like anticipates all this, like all the mayhem, but it's gonna they're actually gonna come see eye to eye. These two like fish out of water people. I don't know what's the
odd couple.
The odd couple.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, on paper, this white, uptight white woman and this feminist, crazy black guy are not a match at all for TV. But he just knows that through all these shenanigans, they're actually going to come out like friends and want to work together.
Yeah, so and also he has to prove to Liz Lemon that he knows what he's up to, because Liz Lemon is got her own view of the show, and he's going to go, hey, I'm going to bring in a guy to get people to like your show more. And she takes that negatively at first, but then realizes that, crap, this guy's right.
Yeah. Well, so a quick thing that was hilarious. Like we're saying, this could have been re-released today. When they show Tracy Morgan, they go to the writer's room and there's like a black nerd from Harvard who's on the writing staff who's like, Tracy Jordan, no, I can't believe it. And they're like, what's wrong with Tracy Jordan? And they show a video of him in his underwear with a lightsaber in the middle of traffic going like, I'm a Jedi. And
yeah, that was really good.
You see Lil Nas just did that.
That's true. Walking around his underwear.
Lil Nas is on video. It was a psychic or psychotic break. He literally was walking down the street in his underwear. Black dude being like, what? I'm like,
all he was missing was like waving around a lightsaber. Yeah, that would have been good. Back to the lightsaber. the black nerd joke or the black nerd in the writing room at the very beginning when they're introducing the writer's table. He's complaining that they don't have good enough beverages, and then he wants some kind. He uses a fancy word for, I think, coffee bar.
machine. Yeah,
like and then then the other guy goes, "Hey,
Judah Friedlander,
are there any other black nerds, or is it just you and Urkel?" Which I was like, "Oh, that's a good one," because he's basically calling him Carlton from The Fresh Prince, which is really good too. So
well, and his character name,
I don't know, and Urkel. TV joke.
I don't think they called him the black nerd. His nickname is Twofer because he's black, and I don't think is he.
And he's from Harvard, right? So he covers two of the boxes.
He checks 2 boxes, and it comes up in a later episode where he gets mad. He gets mad. He's like, "Oh, yeah, you're Twofer because you checked 2 of the diversity boxes." Again, they're like talking about it, making fun of it. Like, yeah, you're Twofer. We got 2 for 1 with you.
This era of TV
I think he's black and gay. I think that's what he's black gay.
That could make sense. But they're able to make fun of stereotypes in the way that we all grew up in and we all loved, not out of hate, but just out of fun. And so
exactly,
it's very good. It's nice to see these older shows, and they're still funny because stereotypes are funny for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. So as we mentioned, so Jack Donaghy brings in Tracy Morgan, who is Tracy Jordan, a movie star that now has kind of fallen on hard times because of his public underpantsing Jedi moves.
But Jack Donaghy makes a great point. He had never been arrested for any of these incidents.
Yeah.
It's not illegal to sleep on your neighbor's roof.
That is a good joke too. Yeah. He's not a criminal. He's not a criminal. He's never been convicted of any of this stuff.
So like Rico said, Liz goes to meet him, and Tracy's like, "All right, come on, Liz Lemon, you got to come out with me with Dale, Dale the street." So he goes to different restaurants. She sees like, oh, he's man of the people, but then they go to a strip club, which is great.
Well, first they go to a fancy restaurant, and he tries to order an apple juice, and the guy says, "We don't have apple juice." He goes, "I'll just have a vodka tonic."
Yeah,
that was my favorite. That was my favorite joke.
Yeah, right. I'll just have a vodka, and then the guy goes, "You should have the pumpkin gnocchi. It's very subtle."
He doesn't say pumpkin to me.
He say pumpkin to me? Let's get out of here. And then he goes to the Waffle House, and he goes, "Let me get apple waffles and a pecan fries and 10 beers.
And 10 beers. And 10 beers. And Liz Lemon drinks. And Liz Lemon gets drunk with Tracy Jordan and the crew. They go to the strip club.
The beers came with the cup on top, which is so like trashy places where you order a beer and the plastic, it's like liquor store beer. Where you, oh, I love it. Just those little details are really good. Yeah.
So they go to the strip club. She's sitting there. The girls are dancing. She's, disgusted, but she's starting to kind of come around to Tracy. He's talking to her, and, she's getting kind of inspired to stand up to Jack Donaghy. But there was a line, and I can't remember the exact context of it. She was saying, like,
he's got charisma.
Charisma. And it's like, charisma. Yeah, he's saying, he's like, charisma's over here. But no, it wasn't that line.
She's
it was something about.
She's going down the thing.
It was like a girl was giving advice, maybe when the strippers, she's like, "I can't take advice from you. You have sex for money." And Tracy's like, "They do not have sex for money." And then he goes, "Yes, they do.
They have sex for money." And then she gives her 20. She's like, "This is for computer classes."
Yeah.
It's like such a
so good. So good. Yeah. So Liz Lemon gets inspired by Tracy Jordan to go up and tell Jack Donaghy, because Jack Donaghy also fires Pete, her producer. So she gets inspired, and she's going to go tell him what's up and tell him that she's this is her show, and she's not going to take it. She's going to quit if he doesn't hire Pete back. But she's warmed up to Tracy Jordan now. She's open to it. She marches up to Jack, and she yells in his face, and she's all drunk, and he, screaming at him. And of course, like Rico said, this is what Jack wanted all along. Jack knew he would have to hire Pete back. Yeah, he's playing chess.
He wasn't surprised at all by any of her demands. He knew he was going to have to get the new coffee machine as well.
Mm-hmm. And hire Pete back.
And hire Pete back. Exactly. He had to inspire her to be a better person. And then Tracy Jordan joins the show, gets on stage, does this little weird Tracy Jordan dance.
because Liz Lemon wasn't there the whole day to kind of get everything right because it's a live show for the airing. She wasn't there at rehearsal or anything. They actually were 2 minutes short. So she tells Tracy Jordan, like, hey, just get up there and
say anything.
2 minutes. And he's fucking hilarious. He's wacky and the crowd loves it.
Mm-hmm. And he uses a catchphrase from the movie
Honky
that
Grandma.
they reference. Yeah, exactly. When he's in whiteface as a grandma and he's
how would that movie not been made yet?
Yeah, I want to watch all the Who Dat Ninja. Like that would be a great movie.
Yeah.
I want to watch.
There's a great music video for this show that came out like season 3 or something around Halloween. Werewolf Bar Mitzvah that Tracy Jordan made, and it's basically like him as doing Michael Jackson's Thriller, but it's called Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. It's him and
Werewolf Bar Mitzvah.
He's scary. Boys becoming men. Men becoming wolves.
Yeah, Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. Very clever. I mean, it's just a good show.
So great. And then just I'll add one note at the end here, and then I'll say my favorite. Well, Don, you say your favorite joke, and I chose a different episode for my favorite joke of all time.
Let's do it.
But there was a great ending, like the callback where Jack Donaghy, when he's describing Liz Lemon, he diagnoses her and he's like, you do this, that, and you knit, one time a week. And it's just like, oh, you going to guess my weight, Jack? And he goes, you don't want me to do that.
Yeah.
Then he doesn't. But then at the end of the episode, Liz marches back in. Tracy goes up. He sees that it's all worked out exactly to plan. And he looks at her and he goes, 127 pounds. And then he pauses, looks over again and goes, yeah. And then walks away.
That's it. You go. We had it all. I had all the information from the beginning.
And he nailed it.
That shows that he was playing emotional chess with her the whole time. So it was good.
Oh my God.
So that is a good callback. My favorite joke from this episode, I think, was when he tells her, I like you. You have the confidence of a much younger woman.
Yeah.
Or the boldness of a much younger woman. And then I've watched the show, and my favorite joke from not the first episode actually involves Dr. Spaceman. And he's having a consultation, I want to say with Jenna. And she says that she suffers from all this stuff probably because she needs some drugs. And she says, I have hysterical pregnancy. And he says, all pregnancies are hysterical. They're started by wieners. I will never forget that joke. I use it almost every day. When anybody says anything about wieners, I'm like, yeah, wieners are hysterical. Like, or if somebody says anything about pregnancy, I'm like, yeah, they're funny. They're started by wieners. Like,
it's just... so Chris Parnell, I didn't really like him on SNL when he was on it. I come to be a huge fan of his later on in these character roles and like voiceover roles. Yeah, as him as Dr. Spaceman is so good. He's such a fucking retard, and it's so great. But my favorite line of all time is this is several seasons in, but Jack Donaghy convinces Pete, the producer, who is bald on top, but has maintained a lush ring of hair around his head. Yeah. He goes, Pete, you have to shave it. You got to shave. Like, this is disgusting. You shave your head. Embrace that you're a bald man and get confidence. Because Pete was wearing like a hairpiece, and he's like, no, just shave it and be yourself. And so Pete shaves it. And then he comes in and he's all beat up. He's like, well, a group of young Jews just beat me up. And Jack Donaghy's like, what? I don't understand. And he turns around and he goes, oh, because I shaved my head. And this is what's underneath. And Jack Donaghy looks over and goes, oh my God. It looks like a swastika made of penises. It's one of the dumbest, most ridiculous lines that I just can't, like I said, so like, I think of it all the time. It's a swastika made of penises.
Yeah. What about you, Rico? What's your favorite?
I don't remember. I mean, I remember these jokes as you're saying them. There nothing popped into my mind from other episodes. It's been so long since I saw this, but one of I think my favorite joke in this episode was when Jenna is talking to the crazy cat lady because they're having like live cats, and the cat lady's like, "Are you a cat woman?" She's like, "Yes, I used to have cats." Until we got hardwood floors, we had to put them down.
That is good too. That is a good one. Oh, I love that one. That is.
Oh, I forgot with Jenna too. She's a huge narcissist. So the blonde in the show, she's a massive narcissist.
She's wonderful. She's wonderful character.
Yeah. She's worried about the bags under her eyes, and she's like, you know what I heard? You know, I went to this thing and he put hemorrhoid cream under my eyes. Isn't that crazy? So she gets a hemorrhoid cream. And the first time she meets Jack Donaghy, he gives her a compliment. She's wearing a bustier. And she's like, oh, thank you. And then Kenneth, the page, comes up and he's like, here's her hemorrhoid cream. And she just awkwardly goes, it's for my eyes. And Jack Donaghy's like,
yeah,
wherever you're putting it.
Yeah, it's working. Yeah, it's for my face. There's if I could do another honorable mention joke, it's when Jack Donaghy, it might be later on, Selma Hayek shows up and she's like a,
his nurse,
lower class Latina that he's dating. And he is finally dating somebody who's not all fancy and rich. He comes back after he hangs out with her. He tells Lemon how much fun he had. He goes, I'm hanging out with regular people. They're having barbecues. There's infants with earrings. And I'm like, infants with earrings.
It's such a brilliant observation of, yes, so every Latin baby has pierced ears at 2 weeks old.
Yeah, he goes, infants.
But you can laugh at him. It's funny.
Yeah,
Let's
it's good. Stereotypes are funny. We like them. They're funny.
You can laugh at it. God damn. All right. Well, for me, I gave it an A, not an A plus, but an A, because I know it gets better from here. Maybe that's why in my brain, but it's an A. Incredible.
Well, as a pilot, I know it gets better, but as a pilot, it's an A plus for me.
All right.
I'm hard to. It's hard to think of a better pilot. I'm sure there's
Always
it's
Sunny,
gotta be
maybe.
Yeah, it's got to be in the top
equal.
5 pilots of any show ever. It's so well written. Like I said, the story is actually good. The characters are fucking awesome right out the box. It's so funny. So this was Tina Fey, and it was like Tina Fey and Amy Poehler wrote this, right? Or was it just Tina Fey?
I don't know if Amy Poehler's in there.
I thought it was just Tina Fey.
Maybe
definitely a Lord Michaels,
which is also very funny too. So
yeah.
But this is A plus.
I think we're all in agreement. I mean, this thing is an A plus. It is a perfect show. It has the depth of the characters. It's a show within a show, which makes it even more funny, and it goes for many seasons, and it just gets better and even ends well. Like there's
no bad season. Yeah, there's no bad season.
Very good show.
This is like classic network TV where there's a lot of episodes a season.
Yeah,
right. That's another thing.
They just have to get 10 episodes for a season. They were doing, at least at the beginning, probably 25, 30 episodes a season.
Yeah. Yes. And it doesn't get like weirdly seasonal where they do a Thanksgiving and then they do like the repetitive stuff like other.
I mean, they have those holiday episodes, but they're all fantastic.
Yeah, they always do it so well, and then the way that they introduce new characters and new love interests for Liz Lemon. There's a slew of celebrities that come through. I mean, it's a really
hits above her weight with her boyfriends in the show.
Oh yeah, she is. No, but she does it in a funny way.
John Hamm is one of them.
John Hamm's the best. Look, Liz Lemon, aka Tina Fey. Tina Fey's not unattractive. She looks bad in the pilot, but
she's getting like
she's cute. Yeah, she pulls a John Hamm.
Bill just becomes rich.
What is funny? Hold on, wait. But remember, with John Hamm, she gets these guys, but they always have a major flaw. One's an alcoholic. One's got no money. It's a hot dog vendor of his car. And
who's
John Hamm
the guy
who's a retarded doctor. Who's still hot. Nobody tells him he's retarded.
Yeah, she has mayhem for a minute too.
Yeah.
Oh God, he's the best. The abusive, verbally abusive Irish drunk.
Right, and he always calls her like, "Hey dummy,
hey dummy,
calling her dummy, hey dummy," and she likes it. She loves it.
She always keeps ending up with him. Oh, it's so great. God, this show's so good. And
also, a good show.
There's a line that sticks with me forever. Whenever I'm having a hard time in life, Liz Lemon always goes, she's like, "How you doing?" She's like, "Oh, you know me, just trying to have it all." And I think about that all the time. I'm like, yeah, just trying to have it all.
Yeah, being miserable.
Yeah. All right,
Wonderful.
Let's move on to our next show, the new show, which is Are You My First? A show about virgins.
Let me apologize. This is my suggestion.
Yeah, Rico keep this one off. This was, I'll tell you, I got my first impression was these are ugly people, so I'm really not surprised.
Except the chick with vaginaligosis.
Yeah.
Vaginismus. It's like vaginismus.
Someone said, "Oh, I know what that is."
Yeah.
What?
Oh, okay.
Are you surprised? Who knows about it? A guy who's never put his penis in a vagina. He's like, "Let me stop you right there. I got the vaginismus. You can't come inside."
I figured somebody was like that. Oh, a vaginismus. That's when vaginas come and visit your house on Christmas, right? Like that's what you're thinking.
Listen, I always thought we've always had vagina miss. You go in there, you're like, the girl's like, "Hey, that's my belly button." You're like, "Fuck it, I'm drunk. What am I supposed to do?"
Okay, so we're jumping ahead. But we are. Let me explain
Unlike the virgins on the show that never jump ahead.
Which, by the way, how do you know you like? What are you getting fingered vaginismus? I guess anything in there vaginismus.
Said that.
I also know. How do they know that they're virgins?
The first time she tried to.
Okay, so. Explain it so people know what we're talking about. One of the virgins is a virgin because she's so hot. She was a bottle girl in Vegas, and she is very, very hot. But she's a virgin because
she has vaginismus, which she found out when she was younger. The first time she tried to, play with herself a little bit, she was in excruciating pain. And
no. She was saying she was getting fingered. The first time she got fingered, the guy tried to finger her.
I would finger myself before I let somebody else finger me.
I think she can finger herself.
Look, if I'm ever gonna experiment with getting pegged in the ass, which I don't plan on, I'm gonna stick a finger up there first to be like, let me just see. Before I commit to this, let me just see. I mean,
and for a penny and for a pound,
who's going in blind? Just like, all right, what am I getting fingered?
So she's, I think, the most interesting character on the show because she's very, very attractive, but she's also 30, and like her excuse. What is that? Are you being sarcastic?
No, she's very attractive, but also 30.
So her window is closing and her vagina is already sealed shut.
Clenches like a retarded kid on a pencil.
She says
that's what I think. They're all kind of a little autistic. If you
wait, let me go finish. There's a show about autism we already watched with people trying to have sex.
Oh, well, on the spectrum.
They're fucking.
They are. No vaginismus there.
So she kind of like says, "Oh, I couldn't meet anyone because I was a bottle girl at the club for 7 years." Like, not one. I get that. Like, hey, most guys who go to the club in Vegas are fucking douchebags, but you were there every week. Not one person in 7 years was just like, "Hey, it's my buddy. He's getting married. I'm just kind of, I'm the nice guy. I don't really drink, but I'm here." Like, not one fucking person.
Not one Evan K.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, there's no guys that live in Las Vegas that'll take her out.
She didn't meet anyone.
Exactly. Yeah. There's no online dating you could do. You're 30 in the online dating age. You could meet anybody online. That's like, you know what I hate? loose pussies. You know what? I don't even like having sex. I just like rubbing my wang on the clit.
Yeah.
She could say any guy with a tiny weenie would be a good fit for me because I have vaginismus and like a bunch of guys would like, here's dick pics galore. Like,
like you can't even see it.
Find a guy with a micro penis.
And then the other thing is like,
I'll stay soft for her.
Is there treatment for this condition? Like, because if there is,
it's called my dick.
Why haven't you done anything yet?
Well, no, because here's the thing: the treatment there has to be a treatment, like a muscle relaxer, because you like the muscles clench up. All right, hey, I take muscle relaxers for fun. You should do it for sex. How about that? I'll come.
Her problem.
I will come over with muscle relaxers for you, and then we'll relax your vagina, and I'll relax my balls into your vagina.
She's really attracted to her neighbor, and he's the first guy that fingered her, but he had a pituitary gland problem, and he had hands like Bigfoot. So she thinks every guy has got a giant. She's like, the first time I got fingered, it hurt. It's like, it's a finger. It's
I don't know why I asked Andre the Giant to do that.
You want vaginosis? I have to ask.
You want a peanut? You want to put my finger inside you?
And the other thing is she liked
Lou Ferrigno coming through.
She liked like the nerdiest guy on the show too.
Yeah.
And wasn't he too scared to talk to her? He's like, I can't talk to her.
Yeah. Actually, I have him written down. He's the Nick Kroll lookalike. He kind of reminds me of like a virgin Nick Kroll.
He sickened me. He's like, boy, she's a super broad, but I could never. Like, what are you on why are you here? What are you on the island for?
I mean,
I don't
know how you get through life to be over 20 and you've never had like any kind of dry humping or nothing. Like you've just not done anything.
I can see people going a lot.
very, very briefly in law school kind of dated this girl who was very good at some things. And then she's like, how many people do you think I've been with? Like, I don't know. You told me about a couple boyfriends.
I don't know. You suck dick really good.
Why would you ask me that question? How about that?
Yeah, she's like, none. She was like 27. I'm like,
gotta go.
Yeah.
See you later.
Like, I don't need that kind of pressure.
This
is weird.
I don't know why you bring that up.
I don't either, because that's
she's like, do you want to get a 28 tattoo with me?
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
Can I emotionally key on you for the rest of my life at age 27? You'll never be able to get away from me.
You're like, you're 25. Like, that's way too many wieners. Although, wieners are hysterical, so I can see why she wants that.
Wieners are hysterical.
Okay, I just kept laughing.
They are the funniest thing.
Back to the premise of the show. So, it's a bunch of people who are virgins or claim they're virgins. And, they're not testing it. The narrators, who, by the way, the hosts.
Oh, they're so annoying. They're the worst.
So annoying. So shitty.
The writers were terrible.
Thank you. Yeah. The writing on the show pissed me off so bad. I couldn't even. It was so fucking dumb. So aggravatingly, just cloyingly, aggressively stupid. Aggressively stupid. Every time the narrators about losing your narrator virginity.
Well, or they go, here's a bunch of people that haven't had sex and they're not playing Dungeons and Dragons. Like they made like a Dungeons and Dragons reference. Like they should all be virgins because of that.
It was all terrible. And also they're like, we've collected the largest amount of virgins ever. Like I'm a libertarian. I've been to more.
The Sheik of Arabia is like, oh, the virgins are there. Let's go.
I've been to a libertarian convention. I know a thing or two.
You can smell the vaginosis on the walls.
Vaginismus.
Vaginismus. The Christmas for tight pussy lovers. Yeah, the hosts were obnoxious. There's like some guy they recognize, like I don't know, from The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. Who
apparently he was a virgin bachelor. That's why they got him.
I think so. Yeah.
Awful.
Which, who cares?
I can't believe it was eliminated.
Exactly. Yeah. Who can imagine a guy with no personality and middling looks would be eliminated?
I'm gonna never get hard, says the virgin.
Two shitty people hosting it with the shittiest writing. And they bring in all these people like the people are annoying. And they're like, it's like a cult. We're like a cult. I'm like, you are like a cult. You're a bunch of fucking losers. And look, I know people not saying everybody about the virgin. They are. It's like fuck off with this shit. Like
they didn't really get it. Like it would have been interesting, I think, if they had like interesting, like the really hot girl. Like, okay, that is, I guess, a reason. That's fucking crazy. I've never heard of this before.
They're individual stories, right?
Yeah, if they each had like interesting stories, but like most of them they don't even say anything.
I was raped by my juvenile prison warden, and I just never could go back. Like, wow, rooting for you.
Yeah, I immediately assume it's like a religious reason why they're not, and then after that I go, it's because nobody wants to bone them, and then also they're annoying as fuck. So
yes, the Asian girl. How about the Asian girl?
Yes, and so we've all been guys who want to have sex with a woman that you don't necessarily that you don't want to like.
Never lost it. Never lost.
She's gonna try. I'm gonna see what's gonna happen, right? And so you'll do that. But then as this woman ages, she's just so annoying to every guy. Guy's not even gonna try anymore, and then they just keep aging. Because there are some ladies that I remember thinking these are nightmares, but I'm gonna go for it because I gotta go for it. Who else is gonna do it? You know, I ain't gonna dry hump itself. So you gotta see what you can get.
Who's gonna chafe the shaft of this dick on the inside of my jeans?
So you think to yourself when you're a young guy, this is just it. I'll just keep working it and she'll eventually come through. And then you next thing you know, it's raw and that
was button fly jeans. What psychopath invented button fly jeans where if you're dry humping somebody, it just rips your apart.
It was a guy with a high penis that came from his belly button. I have a high penis. She has a low vagina.
I got to say this Asian girl, because like you said, so many people, it's like, oh, I get why you're a virgin. This Asian chick, she's not that good looking. She's fine. She's and probably 32. She goes, I haven't lost my virginity because I don't lose. And I was like,
yeah,
maybe you'll win a wiener.
Dumb.
Yeah, I don't lose.
Everybody loves that in a personality trait. Somebody, a hyper competitive person who can never quote unquote lose or admit they're wrong or never. You always have to have the last word. Like, oh, I'm sure you're a joy to hang out with, girl.
My other thought is, okay, are you still a virgin if you're doing anal? Because you know some of these chicks have put it in their butt.
Well, isn't that the Mormon thing? The soaking.
Yeah, and the jumping on the bed.
Yeah, like.
Well, they should ask these questions. They asked for the virgins. They should have been like, are any of you soakers? Or any of you armpit sexers? Or any of you how many of you have been pounded in the ass? That I would watch this show. I would have been interested, which by the way, I wasn't. The show is terrible, and I hated every minute of it. And
it was good when it ended.
I had to fast forward. I had to fast forward through the second half. I couldn't.
It was really dumb.
I noticed that Hulu didn't even put ads in most of the show because I don't think people are watching it. So
like, why bother?
Didn't even give you ads. Yeah, nobody wants this garbage. And then when Hulu realized I was in for more than 30 minutes, they're like, ooh, throw an ad at this ass. Because he's watching this garbage. But yeah, I'm thinking, are they hymen inspecting? How do we know they're virgins?
Exactly. That's another thing.
Yeah.
I thought
they just asked them. I'd be like, spread them.
Yeah. I would like
in there. We have a gynecologist in the back.
Yes. The vaginismus girl, like, here is a prosthetic weenie. Let's see how far you can put it in. Like, where's it fighting you? And then talk about dick sizes that you might like. Like, get gritty. But no, it's just like, oh, we're a doofy dating show about virgins. Which, how are we supposed to know you're really virgins?
And the narration on top of it, like you're saying, was so annoying. How many really bad virgin jokes. Not even jokes, virgin references, virgin puns, virgin like it doesn't make a good show.
It's not creative in the least.
And then they have a virgin cocktail bar, which I thought, well, if you give these idiots alcohol, they'll be fucking in like 15 minutes. And so are they not drinking alcohol at the virgin cocktail bar? I have no idea what's going on. This show is freaky weird, but I also would think, drop a big dick sexy bro on there and he'll just bang all those chicks. Finish this episode real quick.
So at the end of the episode, they bring in more people. I don't know if they're supposed to be virgins. I think they're supposed to be additional virgins, but it's like it's just trying to be so many things at once, but it's nothing.
I love bringing in like male actors that so wear boring. The song.
Even the game they play, they're like, all right, you're gonna go up and slap paint on the person you think is cute. It's like, who fucking cares?
I did think that was so funny
long. I fast forwarded.
I did too.
The African bro, that big buff black dude that was, I guess he was raised in Ghana, but he also
who's banging? What virgin's banging that guy? By the way,
well, he's
virgin.
A
you're like, no, thank you.
You made the big African guy,
but they go, hey, on these girls,
let me get that tree trunk up in me when I've never had anything.
Rubbing on their fronts,
good luck, buddy. Good luck being somebody's first.
Yeah,
you got to ease into that one.
Yeah, it's like, how did that guy not get laid?
Why are you a virgin? Because my dick.
Why are you working out so much if you're not going to do anything with it? That's dumb.
I give girls vaginismus.
Yeah, right. Every girl has vaginismus with me.
Yeah, I am Russian African.
I'm doing that. I did a perfect North African accent.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know.
Maybe Kenyan? I don't know.
From Ghana.
But yeah, that poor guy. Well, I say these guys show up at the end and they drop them off. I like the idea of a fox in the hen house. They just drop off it'd be the funniest. And by the way, I would love to be I'd like to be the guy on every reality show that just gets dropped off that everybody's like, God damn it, who's this asshole? I want to be that guy on every show. It would be the best. They're like, when's Brian coming? And I have to say, it's just me every show. Just me.
Every show. He comes in. You don't know what he's going to wear. You don't know he's going to finger bang, but he's coming in.
Let's go, ladies.
Drunk and obnoxious.
I don't know if you guys.
But wait. Look, it would be great if they dropped off who was that stupid asshole who had a show like the pickup artist? It'd be hilarious. They drop him off. They're like, all right, here you go. Go get him.
Like that. That'd be a fun mashup. Like the virgins versus the guys that are like terrible nerds that know how to get laid. Like, can you get laid from a virgin as a nerd?
That'd be amazing. I'm telling you, that's what would be fascinating. I'd love to see that.
The whole thing felt like I was watching like a church youth group just hanging out. That was the weirdest part about it. But they're not a youth group. They're adults that just seem so awkward with themselves. And I guess they're never want to experience what a relationship's going to be like with another human. So they're afraid to engage in sex, which is really weird because, you're not going to marry or live with the first person you bang. Like, those people are way behind. They've got a lot of banging to do.
That's what the island's for. They're not allowed to leave until everyone fucks everyone. That's
the other.
I like that. I like that rule. Then did mathematics get involved? You're like, all right, so you've done you and you. I think everybody should have to do everybody else twice. That way they really have to calculate.
Now, you're familiar with the Autism Speaks brand where it's like a weird puzzle piece. So this is Autism Fucks. So it's like the wiener on a vagina.
It's just the puzzle piece, just one dick.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, they need to change the Autism Speaks to Autism Fucks.
That's how we're making millions. That's our magnets. Our magnets and our bumper stickers. Autism Fucks.
That's right. Yes, that's my big take. We need Autism Fucks, which is they've spoken. Great. We've heard them. They ain't doing shit. Get them to fuck.
Volunteer now. It'd be all women. Enough men would be like, I'll bang an autistic girl. Women would be like, I don't know.
I got to get to know him.
Guy on top, he was like, let's go to town.
Oh, Mongo.
Yeah, it's like, I think he's got a touch of Tourette's, but I like it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's not much more to say about this show. It was
other than thoroughly offending everybody. I think we've done our work today.
We did it. By the way, I gave that show an F. I hated it. I hated it.
It's a bad show.
From the second I turned it on, I hated it. I hated the narration. I hated the hosts. I hated the people. It was uninteresting, boring dreck. Fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give this a D- because I am interested enough to watch if they have like a lot of like 90 Day had after the 90 Day. They have
the reunion shows.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I am interested to see a reunion show after the season and see a recap of some drunken
if somebody fucks
and awkward attempts and anything. So it hooked me for that. So make a reunion show, and I'm in for that.
All right. Well, we'll do an episode on that. We'll do a recap of the reunion show because that does sound fascinating. Like, I thought you were the one. You were my first, and then it's just a guy like, 4 people thought I was their first.
Now, I give it an F because there are already so many of these same premisey shows where they put people together, try to get them to engage in sex and drama. And not only was this show bad, the other shows that this is modeled on is also getting bad because if you go back, let's say 5 years, people would engage and fight each other, and they would be aggressive to try to get the girl. The guys would be mean to each other. The girls would be mean to each other. The last few times I've watched these island love shows, there's too much of this getting along and people affirming everybody's feelings and people saying like, oh, I appreciate you and I hear you and I validate
Agreed.
You. And I'm like, this is nonsense. Like this garbage, like elevated loser youth that they're trying to make the norm of people that aren't competitive with each other, that are just respecting each other's space. I'm like, this is stupid. I'm done with these shows. They ruin Love Island. They ruin The Bachelor because they don't pick people that want to, have conflict. They all just want to like affirm each other's feelings all the time and say dumb shit like, I appreciate you. So fuck this show and fuck all the new ones because they're not creating any controversy. Reality show needs to be people fighting, not getting along. So that's it.
Amen. I agree.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we already, here's what's sad. All right. So we got to figure out what we're going to do for our next episode.
All right. I apologize. I have an idea, but you can feel free to veto it.
Hit us with the new one. I got a good one for the old one.
Okay. So I keep seeing previews for this show. It's it's by the writers of The Office.
The Paper. I was going to suggest the same thing.
That's a good one.
We've already done The Office as the old show, though. Yes.
We did?
I looked. Ages ago.
All right. I forgot. I was going to recommend that.
We could do Parks and Rec. We could do The Office and Parks and Rec.
What if we did Roseanne?
I'm sorry. The Paper and Parks and Rec.
Roseanne?
Yeah. Roseanne is an old show. Older than Parks and Rec. Parks and Rec and The Paper are going to have a very similar feel.
Well, exactly. That's why that's the idea, is that we're comparing the two that have the same feel.
Have we ever done the British Office?
No, we could do the British Office.
I don't know.
Open us up to a whole nother market.
I'm not looking forward to The Paper. I'm actually annoyed as hell they're making it because it's one of those things like, I'll go in with an open mind, but it's like, okay, stop trying to remake shit. It's kind of like when they remake movies. Okay, now, it's a new show that's just like the old show. The Paper is just like The Office and Parks and Rec and come on.
Yeah. Well, I don't care. We can do something else.
No. I want to do it.
No, I think The Paper is a good one.
Let's do The Paper and we could do the British Office. Or Parks and Rec. Which one do you want to do?
Or Roseanne. That was Donnie's suggestion. I don't care. You guys pick the old one.
I like that we have a lot of good old ones. Let's do British Office. I think it would be a fun kind of out of the U.S. realm of TV. And also, UK shows are fucking hilarious.
They are.
They have some really good wit.
All right, so it's official. Next, in 2 weeks from now, we'll see. It's probably going to be on Thursday, but maybe it'll be Friday. We're going to do The Paper, the new show. The first episode just debuted like a week ago. So we'll do the first episode of The Paper, which is the new show from the people that made The Office. U.S. Office, to be very clear. And we'll do the British The Office. Sound good to everybody?
2 half-hour shows. Like
2 half-hour shows, the best. So nice. All right. Well, Donnie, anything else to say?
I think you guys are great.
Thanks, Tom.
It was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good, though.
It could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo!